Hello, chat. How is everybody? Let me turn down the music. We're gonna turn it down, not as much as I normally turn it down, because we're not gonna have any game sounds or anything. But I might switch playlists. I might not. I haven't decided yet. You'll have to tell me how the balance is and everything. Let's switch to the art scene. I want to do one little thing real quick. So bear with me. I did just mess with one of the overlays, so actually I should reload. I don't know if the things I did to the slider thing actually happened, or is that next time I start? Audio application, audio add existing. Just jumping and putting that in. Making sure that's working. Just in case. I doubt it. But yeah, okay, that's all set up correctly. That is turned off. Okay, good. Just making sure that... Why are there... Okay, that doesn't need to be... Yes. I haven't used this scene in forever, so I'm cleaning up a couple things. Okay. Looks good, looks good. I feel like you guys heard that, right? I feel like that was audible on the mic. I heard it, so. Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna eat the last. I have a box of nerds I just started. There we go. Add one more handful of those to eat. Yep. I did unmute myself. Woo! For a second I was worried I got those inverted. That would have been weird. Oh! When's Duolingo want to tell me now? Ooh, I get to claim my early bird chest. Let's go. I pretty much get the early bird chest every day on Duolingo because I do mine like in the morning while I'm at work. Oh, nope. Nobody caught the Pokemon we didn't even know was to be caught. Oh no! How tragic! Okay, apparently something killed Dos. In Minecraft, it looks like. Not Fortnite. They haven't played Fortnite in a while, so I may have to update that command. As funny as it is. Alright, where was I? Oh, I was working on this on Tuesday. I think I talked about it Wednesday, where like I got into a groove and then I had to go to D&D. It's like right as I was hitting... Right as I was like getting into the stride of things, I was like, oh wait. I have to go roll dice now. Well, roll dice and laugh with/at my friends. Oh right, that's supposed to be there. It's like, why is that random blob of cyan there? It's there for a reason. It doesn't currently have a black outline. It will later. Kind of like, one thing I found interesting is like recently with my style, I've been trying to like avoid the everything is outlined style, which I used to do a lot. Like you can see this one, the outlines are a lot less obvious. Did I do that with this one? Well, this one I stuck to a lot more, like having more outlines with it. So I go back and forth, but I think because of the way I did this one, I kind of want to stick to having outlines on a lot of things. Hi, Dragon! So I'm gonna stick to the outlines, and like as I'm starting to like finalize it, I may like go through and remove some of the outlines or change some of the colors. But this one's definitely gonna have more outlines. Also, how? Okay, hold on. How exactly did that get yellow? this? No. Oh. Should this be on top then? Yes, that works better. Okay. I was like, how did the yellow layer appear? Bleed onto that layer. They should be separated. This shouldn't be a problem. It's me forgetting that that wasn't just transparency. Oh, and great. Glad that like it auto fills out people's usernames. Because I am terrible at spelling a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time I am. So like, this way I just have to like type the first few letters and then hit tab, and then double check it and then hit enter. I try not to hit tab and then hit enter, because if I misspelled the first part, then like, that's how you do it, yeah. Because like, I don't need to type the entire thing out if it's gonna autofill it for me. And honestly, we don't want me to, because I will misspell it eventually. Dragon's name, maybe not so much. But I will do it. Well, see, the thing is though, with Dragon, I would probably end up putting the 1 and the 0 in, or getting it reversed, because like I get it flipped on which is which, like in Discord versus Twitch versus Minecraft. All the time. When I'm actually having to type it. No. I would do it wrong. But the only one with 1 is Minecraft. Right! But that's the one I actually have to like actually think about though. When I'm doing it, because I'm usually whitelisting you for something or whatever. Oh. Because like both times I had to whitelist you for the chaos cookie thing, I was like, wait, how is it spelled? Like, at least your Twitch name and your Minecraft name are close together though. They're about the same. Mine are not. And the only reason there are numbers in it is all because people like the name for some reason. I mean, it's a good name, so it makes sense. There's like, what, 4 people on Twitch with that name? Honestly, I don't know. I'd have to look. Alright, which part should I work on next? That's the real question. I need to like get into it once I start. Sorry, I moved my mic for a second. I realized it was either gonna be really loud or really scuffed. Once I start, I should be good. I'm not starting with her hair. I am not completely happy with his hair, or well, the yellow hair here at the moment, so we're gonna leave the hair alone for the minute. Should I start by trying to rewrite all the words? You guys want to watch me struggle with my handwriting for 30 minutes? That could be funny. It could also be just totally annoying. I still don't know if I like the white with the pink or whether I want to go with magenta. The pink is truer to canon, which, you know, I don't really care about, but like, with the magenta makes it easier to read. If I do pink, I would do 5 on Twitch, it seems. Okay, I was close. I know, like, oh, what was it? Why would I have been typing your name into the search bar on Twitch? Oh, I know. Probably on my phone to like load up the chat, or like on my computer to load up the chat before you would actually start streaming. That's why I bookmarked it in the end. Because if you do that, there's like other people, and you have to type the username out exactly correctly, and sometimes even then it doesn't show up. Weird. Oh, my Starbucks is almost gone. I tried a new drink today. I'm probably not gonna get it again unless like I'm really bored of everything else, but it's still okay. Because what I did is I got the shaken espresso version of the apple. So normally, especially this time of year, I am an apple crisp iced macchiato, iced apple crisp oat milk macchiato person. That's usually I get it. Tuesday I decided to get a mocha, hot mocha, because I felt like a hot drink, and I apparently needed more caffeine that day. I was like, you know what? I want a hot drink, so guess what? I'm getting more coffee than normal, which is fine. Needed it for that combat session. My gosh, did I have to use my brain. Did some pretty clever things, hopefully. I thought they were clever. The DM thought one of them was clever, so even though I failed the roll so bad. But at least I was trying. Anyway. But yeah, no, I got the apple brown sugar shaken espresso. Iced shaken espresso? The shaken espressos come not iced. I don't. Hold on. I'll get the technical name. Hold. Can literally look at my orders because I ordered it. I always order my phone at this point. It's just I don't want to actually order. I want to look at what I ordered. Iced toasted vanilla oat milk shaken espresso. So it has a lot of the same stuff as the apple crisp macchiato. What I told mom when I got home and tried it and was like thinking it through is it has more espresso and less oat milk. And no apple. So yeah. So I like the macchiato a lot better. Like it's more of the coffee taste and not enough of the like other flavor to really make it like I could have just made coffee almost. And it was also really, really sweet. Even I ended up adding like a little bit of creamer to it to try to see if that would help, and it did. It made it better. Because we have just like vanilla creamer at home, so it's like it's not gonna add any flavor. Well, I mean, technically it adds a little bit. It's vanilla ice cream creamer, or was it the one that I bought? Or it's the normal just plain cream, and they both are red. So like, I have no idea which one it is. It doesn't matter. They taste about the same. So, a little bit of that like took the little bit of the edge off the coffee taste, but it made the sweet part just like amplified. I think I don't like vanilla coffee, might be the thing. I might not like vanilla in coffee, because I think this is the second time I've gotten something that had like a vanilla flavor to it that I was like, Like, I like vanilla ice cream creamer in coffee, but I don't know if I like the vanilla flavoring or syrup or whatever. Right? But yeah. I personally still think the apple crisp one is the best one during fall, but I also don't like pumpkin flavored things. There are certain pumpkin things I like, but I don't normally like pumpkin flavored things, especially drinks. So, not enough pumpkin, too much spice. Controversial opinion, I know, but hey. Yeah, which one do I like better? So, I'll give you guys a little closer look at the text for a second. I need to do something. Yay, I can breathe through my nose a little bit better. Whoa. I don't know if it's allergies or just weather or what, but my sinus has been acting off all day. I don't think I'm sick. say that, and it still could happen. But I don't feel sick. I just feel like slightly congested, but not like congested. I don't know. Anyway, it was driving me crazy. Let me check something, because if I want to unplug this so I can just stick it in my lap. I need to cover that so you guys don't see anything you're not supposed to. You know what? 64%. I'll take it. I'm gonna unplug it. It was at 50%. I was a little worried. I'll plug it back in if I need to. There we go. There wasn't actually anything on that screen, but I never know. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, here's your name. There for everybody to see. Let's go. Okay. Is it time for handwriting? I think it's time for handwriting. Where are the text layers, actually? Are they on the sketch layer? Because if so, are they... This one? Oh, good, I made the text, the entire text thing. Oh, yay. It's not in that, actually, it's not in this layer down here. It's not in that layer with all the other text. It's on its, all the other lines. It's on its own layer. Yay! Ooh, a wild Bedouin? Bedou? Bedouin? Oh! Bedou? Badou? I don't know. If you want to try to catch it, go for it. It looks cute. Is that a leaf? It's a leaf. Look, what's the plant? Badou. Interesting. What did your keyboard decide to do there? What did it... Did it merge, catch, and check? Somehow. Like, I see where... Yeah, it did. It has all the letters for both. You hit another letter while it was auto-typing. Yeah, but it didn't just add one letter. It added H, E, T... No, wait. H, E, C, K. You know, for the fact that I can't spell, the fact that I was able to figure it out is a little funny. You must have... Maybe you hit, both the catch and the check shortcuts at the same time. I'm actually surprised I haven't done that on my stream deck yet. That I remember. I don't think I've hit both buttons. Though I think they are spaced a little better than like a keyboard spacing. And they're also not as what's the word? Raised. It's very little. It's just like a little bit raised off of the actual like stream deck surface. They're very satisfying to push though. Okay. Do I want to leave this on the same layer or do I want to write over it on a different layer? You know what? We'll try writing it on a separate layer, I think, because that way I'll just do like really low opacity so I can see the little words. Let's see. I'll use black to start with because that way it's a solid base color. I can always go back over it with a different color and all that stuff. What was it? Okay. Just somebody else going live. Thought maybe mom was texting me. It's funny that like my Twitch notifications are coming through my watch. But watch, if mom texts me, it's not gonna vibrate. Just like, why? I need to know if my mom texts me. I don't need to know if somebody else went live. But, you know. My watch has priorities, I guess. Oh dear. Which brush should I use? Because... Now, here's the thing. I could simply use the text tool. And type this all in. I'm actually surprised I didn't do that to begin with. But if I do that, it's not going to have the handwritten look, and I kind of like... You see? I kind of like that. Even though I'm kind of like drawing them like speech bubbles, it's much more... I think like the handwritten part helps a little bit. I don't know. I may change my mind halfway through trying to write these words because I cannot. Should I do monoline instead of the That's too big. This monoline has the round edge ending. Also, oh, did Daisy. Just add more dots to it, why don't you? Spacing I think I fixed, but I think the one issue I will have is I do not have consistent letter size, no matter how hard I try. Some of this, like if you look at it, which you can't really see it right now, but like if you look at this part, for example, you could tell that I warped it. I definitely, like, shrank parts, warped parts, like I did. But, no, yeah. It's fine. It's really interesting because at work, everything is documented through papers for all of like the graphics and stuff that we do for all the custom things. So like every job has a set of papers, and as you know, as we do the things we need to do on them or whatever, I'm gesturing with my hands, you can't see it, but it's fine. I will try to write and talk at the same time. See how this goes. As like we do all the things we need to do, one of the things we like part of that process is we initialize, like, put our initials and like the date and then whatever needs to be written on it, right? Because that way when like the paper comes back to our office for whatever, you know, as the thing goes back and forth, at least usually twice, maybe once, depends on the thing. Sometimes clients be picky and it comes back to me like 30 times. There was this one that was just like back and forth like 15 times, and both me and the customer service person slash the person who deals with the clients basically are just like, oh my word, how many more changes are we going to make? But anyway, beside the point, like we put our initials on everything so know whether it goes to me or my boss, right? They just take the paperwork back right there. Whose computer is it on? Well, I was sitting there doing a mass thing of 41 different sets of paperwork for a certain thing. And I was sitting there and I was just doing my thing, writing it all right. And I kid you not a single time I wrote my initials is exactly the same. Like, there's a couple that are like kind of the same. But my handwriting is not consistent. At least not that kind of consistent. I mean, I can show you real quick. Which is why this is going to look a mess. I think I'm going to go with the script font because I don't like the round edges on that. But if I could just do... like, that is the most consistent shape I do. That with this pen, it's a little different. But like, I'm trying to do it without thinking. Which is hard because I'm talking about it. But like... tell me there is a little bit of a consistency in that, like, I go up and then I do the B like that, but like there's not a consistent shape whatsoever, especially not when I'm not drawing with this pen, because the way this particular brush works, it reacts a little bit more to your movement, the directionality of your movement, which is very interesting. But like, yeah, it was just funny because I was just looking at it going, It's like I think about it every once in a while anyway, as I'm like initialing and dating things and whatever. And there's like a couple things like I do consistently. Like when I was writing like that sentence, which I write all the time. This word, it's not consistent with in this case, but that scent I write almost the same every time. It just looks different depending on like how quickly I write it. But yeah, no, it's weird because like everybody else's handwriting or whatever that I see at work, like paperwork to paperwork, same. Just like, huh. Or even like my predecessors where I can see their paperwork on like the older stuff. See their initials is like always the same, and I'm just like, how? Like either you took more time than I am doing to do that, because I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. Not like that, but like, you know. I'm just writing. I do like the shape of that seed, but this, yeah. I do like the shape of that. So either they were taking a lot more time than I was. Or like their handwriting was just already that much more consistent. And I'm just like, how? My handwriting will never be consistent, and I am okay with this. But it's just like, how? You'll see it watching me try to write a D here. What the heck? Come on. That's not, but no, I did not see delete the L. Goodness gracious. The side of my hand is triggering it. See, that's me with my pinky. Really annoying. Dang it. Okay, if I just, that's better. Better, but that part needs to go down a little bit more. Yeah. I will say it's interesting is like how much like I didn't like cursive in high school, whatever. Even though like I do everything in print, when I'm writing, I often will still like do the thing where the letters are connected, right? Like I'm not doing it there, right? But if I were to do like I don't not quite I can't do it when I'm thinking about it too hard. Which right. It's like even there, right? I just did a J. That's a J. But like when I write it at work, it doesn't ever really, it's just like it becomes a mess. And letters get let's see what the other one is like when I do changes. The thing is, it doesn't have to be legible too much. But like, yeah, I've noticed it's an interesting thing I've noticed that it's just like, yep, I don't write in cursive, but my letters still connect to each other a lot and or blur into each other. So I'm still doing like, that's okay, that is scribble, and that's okay. It was just because I was writing the same thing 40 times. Essentially, like I didn't do it all in a row. I was doing it in batches of like, I think 10 was the biggest batch, but I was doing it mostly in batches of 5 or 6. But I would sit and do 5 of them, and then do the other bit, do the 5 other bit, and then sit down and for that set of paperwork do all the writing and send it the email, whatever. So I was sitting there and writing on 5 paperworks at the same time. I was like, huh. You literally writing the same phrase, the same date, the same everything on the same 5 pieces of paper. And none of them are consistent. I write the numbers is relatively consistent. That's interesting. Okay. But yeah, here I'm trying a little harder to actually, like... Look, see, the E's are not the same. It's like trying a little harder, but that's okay. Nope. Gosh, no. I kind of like how that S is a little lower. See, this word looks curved. Is that just me? I think it's not just me. Yeah, no, the... Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. The letter sizing is just not consistent, which is slightly annoying, but it's also like something I just have to kind of live with because of the nature of doing it this way. Alright, that's close enough. This letter... no. Gosh, no. Yep. No. Okay, here's the thing. I can do something you can't do when you're writing things on by hand. Normally I can just boop it and then fix it up a little bit so it's not all pixely. Yeah, that's better. And I think I will adjust the circles because I think I can write it a lot smaller. Then adjust the circles a bit. I'm doing a different kerning, but I'm also not doing very consistent font. But that's okay. It's okay. Ooh, a wild steenie has appeared. Ooh, that one looks cute. Yeah, there we go. So, like, maybe I should move my Poke Catch command to the front page of my Stream Deck. I have to like go into a secondary page first. Might move that down just slightly because it feels a little close. We're top, just that way. And I also think this. Yeah, there we go. We did this. No. I need. The only thing I don't like is when you like rotate things, the edges get a little fuzzy. Hi, Zoe. Hi. Are you the cute puppers? Oh, it's a big stretch. He's a big stretch for the big baby. Yeah. Hi. So, Lucy, leave your sister alone. Hi, baby. Did you come over to say hi? You say hi to chat? You gonna make any noise, or are you just gonna look at me? Hmm? Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Bitty, bitty. Okay, so I think the shape of... I'm gonna select this one. I was gonna fix food after stream, Mom. But if someone else gets to it first, that's fine. That's funny. We'll do that, and then I will write this other one. I think the third line there, I think needs moved a bit. And the question mark doesn't quite look right to me. So there's like a stray. Oh gosh. Moving upstairs to the living room. We'll cast stream to the TV, but waiting for Foods to get here. All good, Dragon, all good. Yeah, let's erase the question mark and start over on that, I think. And, just a little bit, because I don't want the G to feel so close. Not that. There we go. Yeah, I wish adjusting things didn't like make the edges so pixelated. It's okay, because at a distance you can't really see it. I will say one of the harder parts about doing this this piece has been like, the amount of times I have redrawn Phil. Especially his outfit. Like I think I'm happy with it now. But I thought that like 2 iterations ago, so you know. We'll see. I think I'm leaving it where it is now. But if I draw him again, I'm probably gonna do it slightly differently. Well, that's been the hardest part. I've just like redrawn him so many times. I'm just procrastinating on looking at it because I don't like it, but I don't want to redraw it. So then I didn't work on it for like 3 weeks. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. There. Out the eraser, that's not gonna... Not what we're doing. See, those 2 T's are not the same size. Okay. I think this is gonna end up moving over a little bit, so I'm just gonna write it like that. Then we're gonna do this and just touch this way. So. Okay, so first things first, the second line. I did that in all one go, which is surprising. I think I'm happy with it for the moment. But I think we'll move that down to be a little more centered. now going to add mask and work on that part. Can I just do? Oh, can I just do that? I can. Yay! That's cool. Okay, we'll work on this section now. I'm going to put this on a separate layer just so I can do the different colors for them without having to make it all weird. Do hope I'm assuming I spelled that right. We're gonna go with I checked it when I wrote it, hopefully. I will check it later. Alright, check it. I'm gonna check it now. Hold on. Hey, look it up on my phone. Yes, I spelled it right. That was easy. This is a little too close to it, I think, this part. So we're gonna actually put the I here. I think. Oh! I'm also hoping I spell checked all these words, but if not, oops. That K looks off. Hold on. Okay, why did the I just like go totally tilted? How did that happen? There we go. Nope. There we go. That's better. I'm really happy with the amount of like little Easter egg things I was able to sneak in here, though. Really happy. I need to decide if the rose flower. Oh, you know what? This really should be purple. I have to decide how exactly I want that to look, because I think I want to adjust it so that the vines are a bit more obviously like stitching. That's a vision I had in my head. So I will have to work on that one a bit. But yeah, I snuck a lot of little things in there, which I'm happy about. Alright, which one of you tried to lick my pen? Excuse you, Lucy Joy. I bet it was you. Alright. It's a good thing I was paying attention to the music. What? Why? Should we switch up the playlists? Deal with this one for a bit. That seems to have broken it. Hold on. Hold on, I want to switch it to something else. And then I want to switch it back to the mini player. There we go. When I take the mini player out of mini player mode into big screen mode, it gets confused. Since this is a little bit more of a high energy playlist, I'm gonna bump down the volume. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's too wide. Ah! There we go. We'll say, like, one of the things I'm kind of sad about it, but I know that, like, I don't know why I did it this way, but, like, I kind of wish I could put the entire thing that Phil said on the screen, because, like, the whole speech is really cute. I should find the link. The best link would be the VOD, which is, like, really long. And most of you don't have any context for this, but the thing is, he said so much that if I did put all of it on here, it would just be like a giant wall of text. It's like, I can't fit the entire thing on here. And one of the reasons I really haven't been working on this on stream, though, is because most of you don't have any context for it. Well, some of you might. It was like, I don't know. It's like, work on it in my own time and do Minecraft things on stream instead. That's one of the reasons the title says rare art stream. Because lately, like when I started, they were pretty common, but I think. You know the game that I played a bunch when I started streaming that I have not been playing? On stream or off stream? Be Battlefront 2. Maybe we should dust that one off. Oh, the wild Drapion escaped. How dare it escape us? But nobody tried to catch it, so. That one. Like that, I think. That's better. Yeah, I've just been slightly, I would say in a slight art drought. But that's okay. But I do have a couple things in the works for art that I may try to stream soon. I'm gonna show you a couple of them real quick. Cause some of them are really cool. Is that a comma? Yes, it's a comma. Okay. Put the comma there then. I did not say remove the comma. I was simply putting my hand down so I could write the next letter. I think I will just let those kind of merge into the same word letter a little bit. 2, 3. Okay, the my is a little too low down. Bump it this way. Otherwise, that looks okay. I do think we're gonna not catch. Ah! Catch to the bottom bit first and slowly not catch the bottoms or tops of any words. Like that, I think. Then maybe. Just a touch. Okay, that feels a little too big. Okay. Yeah, the consistency in the letter height is just gonna it's just gonna be in a thing. It's just gonna be a thing, and you know what? It's okay. I'm okay with this. I mean, I am and I am not, but like, I can't be bothered. Art of a bat. I did not see. I hate it when it does that. Yeah, I'm definitely writing it slower though, which I think, like, slower than I did the first time. Which is good. Because also, like, the first time I was writing this, I'm pretty sure is when I, like, was listening to the audio and writing down what was being said. It might have also been using the captions to help a little bit, but, you know. Yeah. If I'd done it a little closer to when this event happened, might have actually been able to just copy pasta somebody else's transcription of what happened, but I started this late, relatively speaking. Not to mention it's been over a month since I started it. Well over a month. Which is crazy to think about. If I go slow, I need to, because it needs rotated and down a little bit, I think. So definitely down. And then I think Noah is too low relative to the others. So is the family, actually, if you look at that closely. Oh dear. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. Now I can just literally turn this layer off. That does look so much better. Ooh, add in progress. I will sit still and do nothing for a moment. Other than move it around. Right here, I'll put it where if you can see stream, you can read it a little better. I think that looks a lot better, don't you? Oops, excuse me. Give the people a few more seconds to be back. And everybody should be back now, yay! Oh, that was a glitch. There. Alright, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about the sign color. I think I probably should just make it the pink. Also gonna adjust the edges a little bit. Just cleaning up the edges a bit. And the shape a little bit, improving it. Anybody have some fun plans for the weekend? I know, I do. Hopefully. We'll see if Mom and I end up being able to go shopping. I have to double check with her later. Ooh, I should text her now, actually. So when she and I talked about it, she said she needed to talk to Dad about it. But they are... She's not going to be able to go shopping with me next weekend. For sure. And I want to go shopping before Halloween. In case I can add some things to my costume. So. 1 second, I'm going to remind her. What to work on next? Well, I do know that shading that part will probably be really fast. Is that on that layer? No, it's not. Honestly, I feel like not even that color is the correct color. I feel like Is that one? Yeah, I feel like that's the right color. Up the edges of that a little bit. Do 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 do. Now we do a little bit of shading.
Miss me, bucketheads?
Oh, what was that? Hi, dragon. You know, that's the first time I think somebody's played a sound in like from the sound alerts for like months. It's been months since someone's played one of those, I think. What colors did I use to shade this one? Okay. Black and then the lighter color. It's been ages. Yeah, it's been ages. Which, like, I get, because a lot of the sounds are just sounds I like. They're not necessarily ones everybody necessarily knows what they are, I guess. And Sound Booth Bot is so much easier to use. Like, I get it. No, I totally get it. Hydrate. Alright, give me 1 second. And then I will probably not drink that little bit of watered down coffee, and I will drink some water instead. It was funny, I almost hit live without having like my backup drink. One what? By the way, did that sound play? Or is that one broken? One second. I don't think I heard it. Hold on. I might have to redo... Don't hear much from the TV. Hold on. Okay, it played when I did it. I don't know if it played. It should have played when you did it. But I may have just been tuned out too much. Let me double check that this other one is working as well. Seems to be working. All right. Is there any others of these that are sound related as well? Other than the creeper fuse one. Yeah, I think most of those are not. No, you hadn't heard it. Wait, did you not hear either of those? Oh yeah, there's that one too. Did you not hear it? You heard the ones I did. Weird. I wonder if there's a global cooldown on... Because you did the hydrate like... But I did the other ones right after each other. Huh. Well, the good thing is I was reading chat, so like I saw it, but weird that it didn't play. Yeah, because I didn't hear the R2D2 one the first time. Hmm. Interestingly, I don't think I posted my recent art on Instagram. That's okay. I probably should. I should do a little bit of catching up on the Instagram, but granted, I haven't really finished any art recently. Such is life, as it were. I've done a lot of art this year, so like I'm not too worried about that part. It's just like I don't like having projects for longer than a month, but I've been doing that a couple times recently. Oops. Okay, where is the rest of this color? Is it? Nope, that's something else. Her. That actually kind of looks cool. I really should do like a character that like is just like space. Cause I feel like if I just did a galaxy like that, and then just tried to like work on the highlighting and shading with some blend modes, I feel like that could look really cool. Not this one though. Still. I have already done this one a little bit, it looks like. But I want it a little bit more just like contrasty, I think. It's not as obvious that I actually did anything. There we go. Maybe the red hearts as well should get a little bit of a touch. If I do this red, does that show up? Yeah, it does. Okay, this song is annoying me. Hold on. We did this. Hold on, that I just noticed that overlay is broke. Hold on. I'm betting it's a space. There's not a space there. Let's see, it's a sub goal. Where is that one? Yeah, there's not an amount there, right? A space there either, which there should be. Okay. Maybe that'll fix it. Honestly, I probably need to just get a new overlay for that stuff, because this one seems to be slowly breaking. Like, I think it also thinks I have 158 followers, even though I only have 142. So, like, you know. See how the follower thing comes up. At least that one's working. Yeah, see, it says, I think that's it. I think this is 158. It's like that's not true, though. Okay, that bit is just broken. Alright, well. I want to try one more thing. Actually, I'll just turn it off. Lasso, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. You know what? Just turn off that, please. Two out of 15 or whatever it is. 6 out of 15 anyways. No, it can just stay off. There we go. What was it doing? Oh right, the hearts. Alright, what colors did I use? Where is it? Is it this one? Did I use? I did. You know, I'm gonna try a tried and true technique. Well, tried and true relatively speaking. Let's go that for a second. Actually, I should do a darker color. Wish I better gradient. There we go. Is it? I think it's like often linear light is the one that works the best. Like linear light, but maybe it's just lighter. So what I've been doing a little bit, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen, is using a grayscale set of brushes, the colors, but using a blend mode to make it match the color that's underneath it. Which is, it's a little bit of a weird way to do it. Will admit, a bit strange. But if it works, right? Like... Okay, this is too, like, too much. Let's switch back to this playlist. And I'm gonna just pick a song first, for the first one. Then I want to do the thing so I can fix the source. I just have to pick the right thing. How loud is that actually? You have to tell me that's too loud. The music is actually going. You can't hear it? I mean, I can... There. No. Doesn't always cast to the TV well. Yeah, I know. I turned it up a little bit. But I may have to turn it back down if it plays anything louder than other side because it's still louder for me than it is for you guys. Well, okay. The balance level is good for you guys. Oftentimes at like here, give or take. But it's too loud for me in the sense, not that it's too loud for me if I was just listening to music, but it's, in fact, I listen to it a lot louder, but it's too loud for me to listen to the music and talk, or focus on what I'm doing, like, and talk, basically, honestly. I can focus on what I'm doing and whatever, but it's the talking part, especially when I'm in a VC, but Even usually then it's like the music is actually like nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear music when you're in a VC. I just often will have it in the background anyway because I need some background noise, otherwise I go insane. Don't know if the rest of chat knew that about me or not. Pretty sure Dragon already knew that. I'm just gonna hazard a guess. I always have at least a stream and or music playing. Ooh, Wild Weeping Bell. Everyone wants to try to catch it. Usually I have 2 streams open. Indoor stream and music. Plus VC, but oftentimes only like one of the streams is actually like playing audio. But it really depends on like the day and who's streaming what, basically. There are certain days where I have like 5 streams open. And, well, 2 of them have audio on, but... Okay, so like, that mid-tone means... Ah! That's not a mid-tone! Ah! This is a mid-tone? Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. What I'm trying to do here is just add like a little bit of texture on everything, even if it's just very lightly, because it lets everything else blend better. Oh, nobody caught it! I don't think this is quite the right blend mode. I'm just saying that because I'm seeing like the colors are definitely going a little bit more gray. Your laptop barely handles 3 open with just Discord. 5 struggles and usually reboots. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure. No, I have done this. I can have like 5 open plus Minecraft plus Discord. And I honestly could probably stream at the same time. Though, at that point, with the amount of windows I have open for streaming, half the streams would be minimized because I would, yeah. I don't know. You know what? Someday I should try just having 5 streams open plus stream myself, because it's just to see if I could. Not that I should or would. But yeah. I don't know why my computer can do it. But it can. Yeah, usually when I have like 5 POVs open, usually I'm only really watching 2. But for group things, sometimes it's because I like want to support all the people in the group thing, even if I'm only really watching 2 of them. But sometimes I want to like switch depending on what's going on. If that makes sense. Like today when I was watching MCC, once I got home, I watched it for a little bit on my phone, but it was just like too much to leave like on constantly. So it was the noise, the mics, the noise, the echoes, oh. But when I got home, I had 1 POV, well I originally had 2, but one of them was just annoying me, so I closed it. But I had 1 POV of like a player open, and then I opened up the Twitch Rivals one as well. Because they were doing the commentary and all the stage stuff. I know, that was really cool. So like I ended up, I think, like switching between the 2, which one was muted, which one wasn't. But that's a situation where like during the games, I was probably Oh no. During one of the games, I was watching the player's POV, and then in one of the games, I was actually just watching the commentator's POV because the audio was just less chaotic. So here's the interesting thing that I noticed watching this, which if you guys didn't know, MCC and Twitch Rivals did a collab at TwitchCon Vegas, which recently just finished. Well, the stream did, where all the players were basically in the same room. And there was a big stage. They were up on stage with their computers, and there was a live audience and live commentary, and it was really cool. Just like even from just like a marketing slash networking perspective, really cool that like Twitch like actually like acknowledged MCC and they actually like did a thing together because that's really cool. Especially since Twitch Rivals and MCC, I would argue, are kind of competitive in this way. Because they both try to do Minecraft championships. One of them does it way, way, way better. But you know, I'm biased. It's fine. But it was just really cool. But the thing I noticed that I thought was interesting is like all of the players, you know, they have basically the same setup. All the players' mics were catching each other a lot. The background, it was really like the Discord. It was also really like distant sounding and echoey. Because obviously they were sitting next to each other. So we know there's a degree to which everybody's good to hear everybody. But then you went to the mics that the announcers and commentators were using. The background noise was a lot like less staticky, a lot less like fuzzy. Their voices were a lot clearer. The audio difference between like the commentator main Twitch Rivals thing and the players, it was just like night and day. And I was like, the same people set these up. It's interesting that they didn't choose to give the players better like compression on their mics and stuff. Interesting. In the end, still super cool. Especially like you could see like when they would do stuff. They were all sitting next to each other, right? So they could literally just high five each other, fist bump. People could walk over to the other team to talk. You know, tease each other, obviously, no cheating. But like, it was really cool to see them be able to like, especially the winning team got to celebrate instantly celebrated like together in person, which was really cool. So overall, I thought it was cool. It was not mobile friendly for me because the noise was just too much. But yeah, you used to watch Friday Night Among Us with 4 views open and your laptop hated it. I would often have 7 or 8 POVs open for that. I was usually only really watching one. My laptop didn't hate it, but my laptop was also not doing anything else. But I'm also weird. At one point, Clark got punched. There was a lot of confusion over it. He didn't look like he got punched. I know that Tubbo jumped up and down from doing something cool and then broke the person sitting next to his PC somehow. Or at least disconnected it from the power. I don't know. They had to replace her PC, which was weird. I was like, how did he manage to like... He just like got up out of his chair and jumped. Like he didn't hit it or anything. But they had to literally bring in a new PC for her. Looking forward to watching the MCC file. You had the curling today, so you missed it. Yeah. I would definitely say, I don't know if the Twitch Rivals, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't know if the Twitch Rivals channel keeps the VODs or not. But if they do, I would definitely check that POV out. As well as like your favorite streamers. Which like, you know. I know who won, but I don't remember, I can't remember off the top of my head who you guys generally would watch, but yeah. Because it was really cool to see, because not only did they have like they were like jumping between different streams, looking during the like different games and watching different plays and doing like actual sports commentary. But they also had a lot of like information about the games that were like custom videos and a bunch of other stuff, which was really cool. I think they did interviews in between rounds with people as well a little bit, and like interviewed all the teams at the beginning. Towers were on the floor, power button right next to the feet. The story is the power button got kicked accidentally. Yeah, that was an oversight a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, I'm guessing they weren't expecting people to get so excited, but like quite a few people got up and like jumped when they did something really cool. So honestly, only having one of the computers need replaced or like swapped out, I feel like that should be a win. You know, like not because it wasn't, obviously the computer wasn't broken, because otherwise it would have been a louder thud and whatever. But like, given all the things that can go wrong in events, given how buggy computers can be sometimes, the fact that only one of them needed swapped out. Players were also instructed to sit Jinx on the floor by the towers and not next to the desk. Interesting, because you would think you wouldn't want the drinks next to the tower, but you also don't want the drink spilling all over the keyboard and other things. But do you really want your drink by your feet? Because you're more likely to kick it than anything else. Huh, interesting. But yeah, only having to swap out one PC, it could have been much worse. I know, MP was confused. Right, why put it next to the most expensive piece of equipment? Heck, why did their chairs have cup holders? Like, why didn't they just have a way that that would make it easier so you didn't spill your drink? Yeah, it was really cool to see it in like almost like an esports gaming type vibe. And I think the other thing I would also say is like, not only was it that, but it was getting like, so there are so many like streamers, right, that are at TwitchCon Vegas at the moment. And not as many as some of the others. I think Vegas might be one of the smaller ones. I don't know. Might be one of the bigger ones, for all I know. Oh, when they were all using the new Sony headsets. Yeah, the audio is crap. The mic is crap on it. Absolute crap. For streaming, anyway. It sounded so bad. It might have been a little better if there wasn't so much noise, but still, just saying, and no. I was not impressed. What was I saying? Or if they got to keep some of it? Maybe. It was probably sponsored, but they might have gotten to it. I imagine they got to keep the jerseys they were wearing, which is a souvenir in of itself. It was really cool for the environment and streaming in that environment. Yeah, exactly. It's probably a good headset for just gaming in general, but I don't know about streaming. Especially not in a loud, noisy room. But like, there are probably a bunch of streamers, maybe even Minecraft streamers, at TwitchCon that maybe never played MTC, but then got to like maybe watch it live. So that would have been cool. Well, I know there were a couple people that are excited. They're like, I want to play now. But I think they already wanted to play. Because one of the French streamers I follow has already talked about like it would be really cool. He did, and people was talking about the fact that they got two because originally they were supposed to be on the yellow team. Oh! I think it was because we're in the audience. Yeah, and I know quite a few other people were. Well, okay, they could have been. But like, just the visibility that has given MTC is really cool. Just like, also, it showed off just how professional Nox Crew runs the server. if you think about it. Because, like, I don't think there were any, like, in-game glitches at all that I saw. Other than the players not being able to throw the chickens, but that's been a thing. That's just the way chicken eggs work. But like, that was cool. Because the server was keeping up with everything, which, because it was a LAN party, was probably easier than normal. I know they were talking about how they had way better ping. Well, they all had the same ping. But yeah, it was just really cool. And I think, like, I feel like that would be, like, so much fun. Can you just imagine? Like, I feel like all the players were like, yes, we get to play in person together, let's go! Normally I can't see you when we do this. But, like, literally this time I can literally look over and see my teammate. This is awesome. Or, like, the little things, like, there were friends that are on opposite teams could just, like, see each other and just be, like, totally just, like, having fun. Teasing each other or whatever. In person. And are gonna hang out later today probably, right? So, like, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm really glad they did it. I think they also got their coins right away as well. Which was cool. Less shipping involved when you could just literally hand someone the coin. And there's probably a really special coin. Because it's, I don't think it's technically a canon MCC. It might be. We'll see. I don't remember. But I don't think it is canon. In the sense of, because they do the special ones. And then they do the canon ones, which are the ones that are, like, counted towards official wins and things. And if you win a canon one, you can't team with the people you won with again during that season. But, like, if you win a non-canon event, it's fine. Crown's not coins this time? Yeah, so it's definitely not a canon one. So I could have sworn they handed them something. But the crowns were cool. 3D printed crowns. The crowns did look cool. I thought that was kind of fun. They were Minecraft crowns as well. They kind of looked a little silly. But it was honestly silly and the fun corny. Like, this fun silly. Block shaped, yeah. That's what I meant. Basically the crowns that... a slightly more detailed version of the crowns they get to put on their characters. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I realize I haven't done that much drawing just now. We've just been talking about MCC, but that's okay. We just hang in. Okay. We'll try to stream for at least another 20 minutes. Try to get to the 2-hour mark before I go. Okay, what color can I do next? Okay, the ribbon is already done. Oh, I need to remember to upload the last, like, to publish the last VOD. Very simple. I need something simple to texture real quick. Let's think. The emerald green things down here. Almost dropped that. That's not good. I'll do this one real quick because that should be straightforward enough. I think it's that layer. Yee. Yeah, hopefully they all had a lot of fun and continue to have fun at TwitchCon, because I know, like, especially for like some of the hermits, like the only really time they get to like hang out in person. So, well, then obviously the ones that live close enough to each other to literally drive to each other's house whenever the heck they want. A few of them live that close, but like, especially for like Scar, I hope he gets to have fun and do stuffs. Well, I mean, he's already having fun and do stuffs, but with the concussion he got, he missed like the first day stuff. So, I think it was concussion. Uh, I'm glad he still got to play MCC, because I wondered when I saw his post, I was like, is he going to be okay enough to play MCC? That would suck. It would suck to miss out on it, and like, also, do they have backups? I imagine they did have stand-ins ready to go, but I will say I need to trim this a little. Now I need a much smarter. There, that's better. Let's see, which layer is that? Yeah, should do that. And this is actually grayscale, so that makes that easier. Which color? Close to that one, I think. Let's go in the darker color first. Is that good? Yeah. Okay. So I always end up going in with a little bit more harsh shading, like harsher edge shading in the end, for certain areas. But I like to start with just shading when I'm texturing to kind of give it a good, just like, starting point. Obviously, like, some of these areas need a little less shading than I'm giving them right now, but I'm going to go back through and edit that. I like that. And then we do like slightly lighter color and go ahead and do like that was slightly lighter, did I? A little bit of blending. I'm gonna end up having to go back over it with a dark color again. Because of just the nature of the way this works, but that's okay. Multiple layers, just like painting in general. All the layers of color and stuff. There we go. Okay. It's too much. It's too much lightness. Come on. There we go. That's a little better. Now I just need to like. It's just like, how do you get the right amount? Other than like, obviously I'm just experimenting till it's close enough to right. Swapping areas again, BRB. Okay, no worries. I knew this was a Minecraft soundtrack. I just couldn't remember which one. It is not Monday. child. Today is not Monday. I hope it's not Monday because I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Be kind of bad if it was Monday and I thought it was Friday. Because that would mean my entire week's been an absolute mess. Ooh, a swallet. What's a swallet? I mean, that looks weird, but what the heck, I'll try to catch it anyway. Durr. What was I gonna do? Oh, right, I was gonna fix the edges of the axe there. Oh, wait. There we go. Found it. Oh, that's in it. That's the... Okay. Those are emotes. Yeah, they're very good. Yeah, they look cool. Kind of fun that you were able to like string them together like that. Oh, the swallow escaped. No, but they caught it. Oh no. So the enchantment glint on this. See, here's the thing. Do I do like a... Do I stick to just making it look metal, or do I make it slightly purple? These are the questions we ask. Or do I do the shading and then mess with the color? Or do I do the color and the shading at the same time? Oh, I got a text. Hold on. Let me double check. No. Okay. Oh. I waited too long. Okay. The answer is 42. Alright then. See, today we have chosen silly answers to all the questions. We're gonna try one way and then I'm going to hate it and try the other way. Or I'm going to love it, it's going to work. See, these are the things I don't know the answer to. Oh, that's an interesting thought, actually. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, that actually would work. Mossy's correct, the math. The answer in the numerical assignment to the word of math is 42. Math is not the answer here, excuse me. No. Math is not the answer here. You may think it is the answer, but it is not. Math is always the answer? No. No. I just say no. Lizzie, off. No, stop stealing things off my desk. Okay, that is the first time in like ever you've stolen something off my desk, but come here, get petted, and stop being a gooseball. Yeah? You're such a good girl. You're normally such a good girl. You need to not steal things off my desk. I know it looks delicious to you for some reason, but no. Not toy. Yeah, that's much better, baby. It's a much better, baby girl. Yeah. Alright, go bother somebody. I know you're about to go bother someone. Come on. No, she's just standing in the middle of the room. Cooking is math, mixing colors, math, applying pressure, math. Okay, I will grant you this, that colors, when especially when you're digitally painting, are made of numbers. However, I am not using math to figure this out. I am using other things. So even though math is technically involved, it is not necessarily the answer. Does that make sense? Me, anytime someone tries to make me do math. In my opinion, well, yes, it is in my opinion because I know what is going on in my brain. I would be very surprised if you did. Opinions are like belly buttons, almost everyone has a different one. Meh. True. Could you give you pointers then? I really want to know what's going on in my brain. Yes. I could. I'm half tempted to answer you seriously, but I know you're being sarcastic, so I don't know that I should. Same thing I tell my sister. Simply pattern recognition, but you know. Recognize patterns and then use those patterns. Pattern recognition is math. Is it though? Is it though? ADHD and patterns don't go together. Yeah, ironically. Yeah, here I am, it's fine. Yes, it is. Yes, stats and recognizing stuff. Reoccurring stuff. There was a TV show based around that, it's called Numbers. Reoccurring stuff. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I think the difference here for me is like I'm not doing a math equation in my head. I might be using the part of the brain I use when I do math, but I'm not doing a math equation in my head, so therefore it's not math. Does that make sense? Like, I know that pattern recognition at its basic form is math. However, if I am not doing math when I am doing it, it doesn't feel like math. Because you could turn that around and say math is basically pattern recognition always. Add in 30 seconds? Okay. Well, other than the lurkers, you guys are the only one talking, so we can continue this conversation, I think. Other than the lurkers, you're... yeah, see, that sentence didn't make any sense. Other than the lurkers, you are the only people here. I don't know how I was gonna try to phrase that sentence in any way that made sense. The idea being you guys are the ones talking, so we can continue this conversation. Let's see, your body is always mathing the amount of air to breathe in, how often to swallow, what angle you're holding your fingers, the stylus to do the drawing. Like I said, I think it depends how you define math. when I think of math, I think of actually like actively doing it, not passively doing it. You're talking more passively stuff happening that is technically math involved. Which is still valid. It is still math that is happening. But yeah. I was like, today I do active math all the time at work. Ads over. Yee. Welcome back, everyone who was gone. I do active math work at work all the time. But I don't often do it outside of that. It's like if I, like, you know, need to figure out, like, there's the literal math, right, where I'm literally adding and subtracting and whatever. And then there's like the estimation, where I will look at something and decide like how long it is or whatever. A lot of math we do subconsciously. Yeah. Sure. Thankfully, because if I did it consciously, I would get it wrong a lot more often. But, ooh. Overwatch drop, let's go. Goodness. I am lurking in a stream right now trying to get my Overwatch drops because I really want the I really want the last one, and I think today is the last day to get it. Maybe. Or is it tomorrow? So I'm trying. Really like to. Zoe, baby girl, that is just completely unnecessary noise, dear. Also, what was that? That accent was a thing that I just did. I know what accent it was. Okay, I know. I know. I know. I could have leaned into it. I did not. But it's hilarious to me. Like randomly, I'll just talk without even meaning to have an accent, and then it'll just come out, and I'll be like, huh? How did that happen? Sounded deep southern. Yep. Particularly, I think like Louisiana southern. But yeah, definitely deep southern. Which of all the accents I could have gone for is probably the closest to what I would have if I didn't have the accent I currently have. We all have accents. Yes. This is true. Mine is just a lot less, like... I would say a lot less, like, region specific? Don't get me wrong, it's very much an American accent, but like, it's not one of the more clearly recognizable region-specific ones. Though, if like I hang out like my grandmother long enough, then well, that's when I get a little bit more of a southern accent. It's kind of funny. But most of the time, if I'm trying to do like a more regionally obvious one, I have to like actually lean into it for it to come out. Which isn't always the easiest thing for me to do. Because then I'm conscious of it, and so then like... It's one of the reasons I like haven't done any like accents with my like D&D characters is because one, consistency is a thing that I'm just not good at with the accents, because it's like what I'm hearing at the time often has an influence on it. So like if I were to watch Doctor Who for several hours a day for a little bit, I could probably do a decent British accent for a bit. Like not decent, but like I could do one. But at the same token, like the minute I would stop listening to it, it would go away. And even then, like, I'd only be able to do it some of the time. I will say, like, even though I'm not able to do like accents on like most accents like consistently, I did notice like when I was working on my Spanish that like I don't really have any trouble rolling my R's, which is something some people have trouble with. Don't know why I don't have any trouble with it, but the Spanish pronunciations have come pretty naturally. Once I know what the sound is supposed to be. Like I was mentioned last stream, the double L sound confused me for a bit. Now I can do it. So if I tried to do it right this second, I wouldn't be able to because now I'm trying to do it on demand. Okay, so then we jump to... I mean, if I was going for green, that looks really cool. Also a little confusing. Oh, it was a little confusing. The dialect. Some pronounce it as yeah, and others pronounce it as ja, and others pronounce it as yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's Duolingo does it as yeah. So it is the YA sound. I could also sing it with the JA sound. It's the ja. But yeah, it's definitely a dialect thing. It's very interesting. Llama as in llama. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The nice thing with Duolingo, the way they did it, and I don't know if it's the same way for all the other languages, but they have multiple people, like multiple different voices with thicker and like thicker accents, less thick accents, all different tone types. Well, like not all of them, but like a variation. So like some of them I can't understand as well. There's one in particular that I'm like just hopeless with. Part of that's because of the speed the voice goes at as well. But it lets you kind of hear the sounds they're making, not just like trying to imitate exactly what the voice is. Took Spanish a long time ago, don't remember a whole lot, but do remember the pronunciation of that little L. Do remember though being French helps too. Yeah, I've heard that like knowing French and or knowing Spanish helps you learn the other. I've heard that. Little L. Okay. Which, because I also do want to end up learning French, is like, you know what, I know I'm taking Spanish first, but then like taking Spanish will help me learn okay. In my defense, capital I's, lowercase l's look the same. They're literally the same. Yes, not L, I, yes. It was misspelled too. Totally on you. Yeah, and the way the font is designed, but yeah. Eventually, like, the nice thing about taking Spanish now is that when I want to learn French, I will have that, like, it's gonna help me learn French later. That makes sense? So, like, yeah, I'm focusing on one of them right now, but I'm still kind of helping myself with the other eventually. Yeah, I'm hoping soon the overlap between like the vocabulary I'm learning and the vocabulary I hear on the content I'm consuming starts to like, I'm hoping there's gonna be a little bit more of an overlap. So like I can actually start understanding some things. Like actually understand, not just kind of get the gist of. You might know someone who can help with French too. This is true. It's very true. I will have someone to help me learn how to actually say things correctly. Not just what the words actually mean. Though I wonder, I don't know if I would use Duolingo at the point. I don't know when that's going to be. Earliest I would try to start would be sometime next year so that like I give myself plenty of time with Spanish. But I wonder if it has the difference between French Canadian and normal French. Or Canadian. Well, yeah, you know what I meant. I might have put the words in the wrong direction. But because I know you've mentioned there are quite a few differences, but I don't know if it just has France French or not. I don't know. No idea. My French is totally different from Parisian French. Exactly. Same language. Yep. Well, I mean, think about it, right? If we just take even just English, right? UK English versus American English, two completely different things. Like they are perhaps maybe they're more the same than French and Parisian French, Canadian French versus Parisian French, but like I would have to like look at it. There's a lot of difference. And then Spanish is the same way. Mexico versus Spain versus probably American Spanish. So a lot of languages, that's the same. Even here, if you just go, you know, just a couple hours in any direction, you will hear slightly different English. It's not as, I don't think it's as much of like an instant, like a clear thing as it is in the UK in some places. I know one of the streamers I watch that's from Britain said like literally 5 minutes down the road they can use completely different words for a lot of things. It was 10 minutes, I don't remember. So like, you know, We don't, not quite here. It's not like you won't do that, but it's not a regional thing. It's just like a general, people here all slightly speak a little differently. Same rules apply, but how people speak is different. Yep. You will get words that mean different things, but a lot of that is slang. Because like my ASL teacher would tell us things like, so like if you do the sign for cabbage, the base like ASL, right? The sign for cabbage in New York, it means garbage. So like it probably also means cabbage, but so even just little things like that. So with every language there's like the regional differences, but then there's also like the larger maybe continental differences would be a good way to put it. So but I think the interesting thing for me, and it's something I don't remember, I think it was my sister and I were talking about it, it's just like how many just like words and phrases I picked up just from like watching UK streamers, hanging out with Canadians all the time. It's just like little things that I say now that I didn't say before that are 100% not like normal for people in this general area to say. I notice it though a lot, which is the funny part, because I'm like conscious of it. Like as I say it, I'd be like, huh, I just said that. Huh. Like, what just happened? Okay, moving on. Same way I do with accents, and then sometimes I'll say, hey, that was a weird accent, I don't know where that came from, and then whoever I was talking to was like, what are you talking about? You didn't say anything weird. No, I pronounced that word differently than I normally would. I don't know why. You might not be able to hear it. I heard it. Don't know where that came from, but here we are. Yeah, it's really interesting just how things have just like my language has evolved in the last like year, even last 6 months even. I'm sure it will continue to do so because the amount of people like I know that don't even speak the same technical dialect of English as I do means that it's like inevitable that I will inevitably keep changing. I don't know what I was gonna say, but we're gonna go with that. One of the interesting things will be to see if, like, I notice my siblings start picking up any of it from me. Or not. I doubt they will, but it would be interesting to see if they did. I also feel like it comes out more when I'm not on stream than it does on stream. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just paying more attention to what I'm saying. A Dustix. Is it your Dustox? If anyone wants to try to catch it. Ooh, that looks like a moth. That's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna have to do. Okay, I think that needs blended a little bit more with the more neutral color. Not one of the darker colors. I feel like that's like too much of a shadow. I'm trying to like get it to. That's definitely better. This up here needs a little bit of work. These have a little bit of a shadow with the shoulder bit. This needs actual texture to it. Goodness. Alright, let's do a little bit, just like that. There we go. That's way better. There we go. I think the hat's good enough. Well, the green part of the hat. I don't know what I want to do with the white part of the hat. I don't know exactly how to like texture that, honestly. White is always a hard one because it's like, do I do it with gray? Do I do it with the more of a yellow color? Or oh, I could do it with a little bit of the blue, given the blue leaves are what kind of are getting the light off. Could be a good shout. It's like with the eggs down here, it was really easy to pick because it was just going to be the gray. That made the most sense. I don't think the hat would make sense with gray. Or it would have to be really subtle. Should I do the signs in a texture? Speech bubbles, signs, whatever they are. Let's not split that for a bit. Like, I want to go eat dinner, but I also want to work on this a little bit longer. I'm not that hungry, I'm just looking at the time. Okay, so we could do just like a very simple, just like gradient here, right? Where it's dark in one corner, we'll pick this corner. Darker to midtones there. Oh, well, that's fine. I'll fix that later. Dark tone. Right it in there. Is solid in the corner. And then we grab the lighter colors on this side. And then even lighter color is solid in one corner. Blend it in. I do think that affects the legibility a bit, though. Right, because so maybe even to then do it at like 50% maybe. Like that. Oh, Massey caught it. Nice. I think it's been there for a second, but I'm looking at my monitor at the smaller size to see like what I think. I may end up making the text a little bit more like visible with some other effects and just like it fully embrace the difference the colors. Wait, texture of the entire thing first, solid through this way. Okay. I like that, I think. A little bit hard, a little bit. Okay. Clearly my English is starting to fail me. I don't think it'll be that easy to do the pink. But the same problem with the yellow shirt, honestly, which means I may end up going on the grayscale method for the yellow shirt because... But I also want to make sure the yellow shirt is different than the yellow hair, so I may have to go blonder with the hair. And I think the hair needs better... I think the hair needs a slightly different texturing, honestly, which is going to be a thing I'm going to have to work on eventually. But that being said, I think I'm done working on this today. And given the amount of times English has decided to fail me in the last like 30 minutes, I think that's safe to say it's probably a good time to end stream. So let me see if there is anybody to raid. No? Done. See who we got. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Double checking. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright. I think this is the second time in a row that's happened, but that's okay. Such is life. But thank you everybody for hanging out and doing and lurking and all the fun stuff and things. I may end up doing a. Can I snooze that? No. Oh well, dang it. That's fine. I may stream tomorrow, maybe Minecraft, maybe Overwatch, but I also might not because Mom and I are going to be doing maybe going shopping, and then I have D&D tomorrow, so won't be able to do a night stream like I did last time. I think that was Saturday that I did the evening stream, wasn't it? I don't know. You are very welcome, Dragon. Yeah, hopefully we'll be back. If not tomorrow, I am aiming for Monday. But given that some things might be happening on Monday, it may end up being a Tuesday stream. Actually, you know what? I'm probably just gonna say it now. Yeah, no, it's probably gonna be Tuesday. Or a late Monday. Either could happen, but it's probably gonna be Tuesday. So, you either tomorrow or Tuesday.